And food items that we'd all typically throw away becoming gourmet meals. I'm going to help you save money and help the environment. This is CBS News 8 This Morning.
All right, did you know about 40% of food is thrown away somewhere between the farm where it's grown and the fork on your table?
That's a lot, and that adds up to a $165 billion loss every year. We're talking about energy, land, and water. Until now, someone in San Diego County is trying to change that. Ashley Jacobs is live this morning to tell us more. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Nichelle, Dominic. It's not even 6 a.m. in my mind, already blown for the day. For years, I've been throwing away pieces of food that make delicious meals, and I bet all of you have too. Ellie, let's start with the broccoli first of all. I mean, we've all been throwing away items that we probably didn't realize are good for us and taste good.
Yeah, absolutely. Ellie Brown, San Diego Food System Alliance, we're a coalition focused on creating a better community food system here in San Diego, and our focus is on food waste because we waste so much resources from farm to fork. But we can do so much individually and as consumers to change the food system. And here, you see the broccoli leaves here, the little leaves here. This is what we usually see in a store. But it actually comes in shape like this with a lot of leaves around it. But this never makes it to the market. But the botanical plant actually for broccoli leaves is similar to kale and collard greens, and it's actually edible. So there's so much we can do to learn about these overlooked ingredients in our food system.
I know, we were joking. Everybody wants to eat kale. Everyone wants to order a kale salad, and the leaves, very similar to kale, come right on your broccoli when you pick it up. So you could be eating that. Okay, I'm going to talk to you in a second about a great dinner opportunity coming up for people to eat glorified leftovers, I like to say. Chef Miguel, tell me what you're making for us this morning.
So I'm making a carrot top pesto. A lot of times you go to your grocery store or the farmer's market and they ask you, do you want to chop off the tops of the carrots, or you don't see the tops of the carrots, but that's obviously you can use it. So you have greens like this. They're just great to be able to use. You just blanch them real quick and throw them in with your mixes that you need, and which we have is some pistachios, extra virgin olive oil, garlic, shallots, anything that you would typically put in your pesto and use it for a dish that you can use at home. Typically your Swiss chard stems get thrown away, and they look something like similar as the beet greens right here, and you can save these greens and use them for a salad, and also the stems, blanch them real quick, and we make a pico de gallo, and then we throw into the nachos here, and they come out great. It's great flavor as long as you're throwing the right ingredients in there, your lime, your cilantro, all your mixes, you're good to go.
All right, sounds good. So Ellie, you're going to be partnering with different restaurants in the community, beginning with Red Door tomorrow, where people can come out for dinner. Tell us what to expect as people sit down.
Yeah, so resources and initiatives partnering with chefs in town to really educate us and creatively transform these overlooked ingredients into amazing dishes. So Red Door is our premier event on April 6th, and what people can just come and enjoy the meals and not even think about how overlooked these ingredients are, and really be inspired to create these dishes at home. And this is a series, so we're going to be doing more dinners like this.
All right, sounds great. Dominic, Nichelle, I will be the official taste tester as always for you this morning. And definitely treasure, not trash. Okay, so there's still tickets available for tomorrow. We'll link out to it at cbs8.com.
As always, she's eating on the job and talking with her mouth full.
I'm jealous of all the great food she gets to eat. Yeah.
She's got a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. All right. What a great segment.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ashley.
Hey, I'm excited because we are making some gourmet dishes out of food most of us just throw away. This is CBS News 8 This Morning.
Some chefs here in San Diego are turning leftovers into a chic dining experience.
And this is a lot different from heating up last night's spaghetti in your microwave. And we're going to show you how these pop-up restaurants are helping the environment. CBS News 8's Ashley Jacobs live in Mission Hills. Ashley, how does this work?
Hey, Dominic, Nichelle, you want a carrot? Look, most people would say, no, I don't want to eat that carrot, but guess what? It is helping make a gourmet meal. Not only are we using leftovers to make great meals, we're using the rejects, so to speak. Ellie, I want to talk to you about broccoli, for an example. For years, I've peeled the leaves away, and you said, that's not what I'm supposed to do with it.
Yeah, so when we buy broccoli at the stores, what we see are these little leaves left over and the leaves chopped off, but actually the broccoli comes in these beautiful leaves, and it's the same botanical plant as a collard green or a kale, and they're edible and they're delicious, but it gets forgotten because we don't actually request for these.
All right, sounds good. And this is great. This is all part of a unique mission you have, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I want to talk to Chef real quick from the Red Door about how you're using carrot tops and all other kinds of leaves to make a gourmet meal. Tell us how it all comes together.
Well, when you typically go to grocery store or the farmer's market, you'll get a vegetable just like this. And a lot of times they'll be deformed or misshaped or just not in their random size that you would get at a grocery store, and they'll get thrown away, like the greens, the tops, the carrot tops. And we make pesto, we make salads, we make all sorts of different things. We have our Swiss chard that we have here. We made a pico de gallo, and we just add some black beans, and you have some gorgeous food here that you can work with. We make a wonderful pesto with the carrot tops, and it's just amazing what you could do with these products. It's just not having to waste anything.
All right, and you can taste that tomorrow at the Red Door, the first restaurant in a series that are part of your resource mission. Tell me about your organization and what your goal is.
So San Diego Food System Alliance is a coalition focused on creating a better community food system, and food waste is one of the issues we're really deeply engaged on because so much is wasted between farm to fork. And Resource is a partnership with chefs in town to really help them educate us and creatively inspire us to transform these overlooked ingredients into amazing dishes and what they do day to day in terms of inspiring us. So April 6th, Wednesday, is our first premiere event with the Red Door, and we'll have multiple chefs partnering with us on this initiative.
All right, and there are still tickets available. We link out to that on CBS8.com if you want to try it out. And what's great, if you can't use it in the kitchen, you can compost it, and we can all save money by practicing this at home. Nichelle and Dominic, where'd they go? I mean, Chef tells me these are carrots. I didn't believe it, but I'm going to take your word for it, and I'll eat them. Can I taste it? You can taste it. All right, this is my gourmet breakfast. It tastes like a carrot. It doesn't look like one, but it tastes like one.
Exactly.
And I would have thrown this away. All right, we'll send it back to you.
All right, what a great segment, and it's good for something all of us to keep in mind, too, because I know I opened my refrigerator, and it's all leftovers. And she's crunching away.
Yeah.
You just crunch, girl.
Don't talk with your mouth. That's fine.
All right.
We'll just move on. Yeah.
Bye, Ashley.